Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to Hello Monday. Today I'm going to be doing a die cutting technique that's a little bit unusual. It's a suspended die and it's going to be inset, so it's kind of a combination of a couple techniques. And I'm working with a floral die that has an open design to it by Memory Box. So the first thing I need to do to get started is to create something I'm going to die cut through. And I wanted a color blocked effect, so I'm just using scraps of colored cardstock that I have in my bin to cut them to size, and then I'm going to coat this piece of typing paper completely, or copy paper, with adhesive. So it's got adhesive all over the surface, and then I'm going to mount these strips of cardstock. They're about 1 1/8 inch wide by I don't know, random lengths. So I just needed to cover that whole piece of copy paper there, and then I'm just going to burnish it. And I wanted to make sure that there were no overlapping edges. Those pieces are butted straight edge to straight edge on that piece of photocopy paper. So now I'm just going to trim off the excess with my guillotine cutter, and that typing paper will be on the back. No one will ever know it's there, but I needed a really thin layer for this. And then I'm going to use my magnetic platform, and I have a very brand new cutting pad on there because I didn't want to use a warped pad. You need to use a pad that's nice and flat when you're using the magnetic platform so that the magnetic attraction works and holds that die in place. If it's warped, then it doesn't have as good a magnetic effect. So now I'm going to pop that piece that I've cut out, and I'm just using my my stylus tool. I have a super fine tip on the nibs of one of my stylus tools, and that's going to help me pop that out. And I also die cut another of the very same flower from black cardstock, and now I'm going to inset it through the back side. And on the back side, I'm working on the photocopy paper side. I'm going to use bits of washi tape. Now this is washi tape. I don't really care for the pattern or the color, and I'm using that to tape down the corners in any spot that I can to hold that black die cut in place because it has openings, so I can't go completely across. So I've got that held in place, and you're going to see why that's crucial in a minute. So now I've got my cardstock base. This is a white card base, and to get my sentiment stamped on there, I knew I needed to position it alongside this color block panel, but if I 3D mounted it, I'd have a hard time stamping my sentiment where I wanted it. So I'm just going to hold it in place with some of that Post-it tape first, and then I'm going to use my Stamp-A-Majig to get my image exactly where I want it. So I'm just going to put that imaging plate right over the top, and because I have that held in place, I have a flat surface to kind of help me visualize where that's going to go. And then I can bring my tool back into the corner there and re-ink my greeting. This is a great set by Hero Arts. It has some really pretty font work on the greetings. And I'm just going to go ahead and, it's a prototype set, so there's no label on it. I have to hold it up to a mirror to see what it says before I stamp it. So now I'm going to crease my fold line, and I'm using a Teflon bone folder. This helps me eliminate any shine on the paper when I crease the fold line. Get a nice crisp fold line, and then I can 3D pop this sentiment. So I'm going to add some foam tape in very strategic areas. I don't want it peeking through the openings that are on this floral design, and then I can go ahead and mount that into place. And it's kind of hard to see the effect when you're looking at it flat, but I'm going to zoom the camera in very quickly so that you can just get an idea of how it looks in real life. But you can see the dimension, and it looks like that flower is kind of suspended in there and held up, and you're like, how? This is one of those things where people go, how the heck did they do that? So it's just a fun effect. You could layer something behind it if you wanted to, but I wanted to create that effect of it being suspended that way. And then I just rounded the corner and the card is done. Anyway, it's a really fun effect, and I think the black cardstock creates a really nice contrast and helps make that whole design just really pop. Thanks for watching.